What's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nude'Tude. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking my video. Today we are doing this really easy makeup look for Zoom calls or web videos or whatever you have in the internet range of makeup these days. I think the key to this is defined features and bright awake eyes, and that'll really get you a long way. Make sure to also come follow me on Instagram at Nude'Tude. I share tons of other makeup products and skincare videos where I share tips and tricks and hair videos as well. Come follow me there for more content if you so wish. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe and share. I would really appreciate it. Get the word out. I'm working really hard over here. Thank you. We had a little camera mess up here, but I haven't done anything yet. I just have a little concealer on. And there's my dog already crying. I think the biggest thing for... Come here, you want to come up here? Come on, up. She wants to say hi. I think the biggest thing for Zoom makeup or webcam makeup is that you're just evening out your skin tone a little bit, because it is quite a forgiving platform. It's pretty blurry and grainy. So the quality is, you know, in your favor, not being so great. And whatever evening out your skin tone means to you, just do that. For me, concealer is enough. I'm using the NudeStix concealer. I actually really like this concealer. It's grown on me. I was a little unsure at the beginning, but I used number 3. And it's very lightweight. And just as long as I can even out my skin tone a little bit, that's fine for me. So if that to you means a tinted moisturizer or foundation, just do that. But I feel like you can go a little less heavy than you normally would. I actually have an interview today. Unclear if it's webcam or just a phone interview, but I figured I'd be ready for it anyway, so what perfect timing, right? So besides just evening out your skin tone, I think definition is also important, because it is kind of a flatter frame and a flatter picture than more so like an HD version like what we have right now. I think definition is key. Your brows, your eyes, your lips, your cheekbones, subtle things you can do to define those features is gonna kind of get you a long way, I think, and just make you feel a little bit more put together. So I'm gonna go to brows next. I'm gonna use my soap brows that I've been using. Oh, you know what? I'm actually gonna fill them in a little bit today. I haven't tried this method yet. I just use that normally alone, but I'm gonna try and fill them in today with it and see what that does. It might be a very full look, but for the sake of this video, that's probably a good thing over webcam, being a more full brow, just because it will translate really nicely, I think. It won't look as harsh since it's such a blurry view. I'm using the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim in Soft Brown. I love this pencil. It's a great dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz. For the soap brows, you take a little bit of water, spray it into your pan here, and then take your spoolie, make it into like a pasty consistency. You can see I've been using mine like every day. I love it. It just gives you the prettiest brow, I think. It's my new thing. And then comb through the product with your brows, and they will stick straight up. See the difference? To me, it's like massive difference, and it lasts all day. I would never be able to get this look if I just use regular brow gel. It ain't gonna happen. I really want the skin to feel glowy, and because it seems so flat on the camera, I think your best bet is to use kind of an illuminator or a base under the rest of your makeup for a glow. So I'm gonna use the Hollywood Flawless Filter in shade 3. I love this for a really subtle glow on the skin. And it just looks like healthy skin to me, but it just elevates what your skin already looks like, and I love it. So I just put it on the high points of my face to give it some extra life and not feel so flat. Moving on to blush. This has been my new favorite obsession. I cannot stop using it. It's the NYX Sweet Cheeks blush, and I have it in Nude'Tude. There's quite a few colors. This is such an amazing dupe for so many cream blush products. I think it is, like, you know, a liquid version of the NudeStix Nudies. I think it's better than the Glossier Cloud Paints. It's really affordable. It's matte. It stays on all day. The color selection is great. I'm pretty obsessed with it. So I'm gonna get more colors of this and try them on the channel because it's just so affordable. And I love to find an affordable dupe at the drugstore for higher end products, and it performs beautifully. So I'm just doing my standard blush look, which is pretty heavy blush, but I think you kind of need that on the webcam because things can get dull pretty quickly. The healthier we look, the better, because you won't see it as much as you're seeing it here. I'm gonna do an all over light bronze with NARS Laguna. Kind of everywhere, because I'm going to contour a little bit, which I don't normally do, but I think for web videos, like I said, definition is really important. We want to cheat having a little more of a chiseled feature than we normally do. I don't really have any chiseled features. I have kind of a round face, so if I can make myself look a little bit more defined, that's not necessarily a bad thing. So I'm just going to do a light bronze everywhere first. Doing bronzer before contour is a good idea too because you already have a map of where you're going to put things, and I think it's a really easy way to not overdo it on the contour too because you already have bronzer on. Just a little tip if you're doing both. For the contour, I'm going to use Benefit Hoola, which is a really great cool tone bronzer. If you have similar skin tone to mine, it'll work great for a contour because it's not super warm and it's matte. For that reason, we love it. So I'm just going to use a pointed brush. It's called Small Point Blush from Sonia Kashuk. And that way you can really get that defined look in your cheekbone area, and I'll show you. You want to pull right to the top of your ear inwards, and that's kind of the point where you want to hit on your face. That's kind of the best spot to start your contour. Start further back. That way if you go overboard, it's going to look more natural and close to the hairline. The lower you bring it down, the more unnatural a contour is going to look. So I say start back here, work in small motions, and start to bring it up. Go back to your bronzer brush and just blend everything in. And that way everything looks really seamless and there's no harsh lines. You could even use your foundation brush if you used foundation to do this, but I didn't, so I'm just gonna use my bronzer brush. For the eyes, I think you really want to keep your eyes open and bright and a little bit defined, but I think them being bright and awake is kind of your best bet, especially since I know a lot of people are on Zoom every day for work. I'm not. I don't work from home. But if you are, I know it probably can get exhausting, like being on the computer all day working and you feel tired, you look tired. So I think this is a good way just to open up your eye and feel a little bit more bright when you're on the computer all day. I'm gonna use one of my favorite brown palettes, and it's the Tarte In Bloom palette. And this is a really, really, really great palette if you need a lot of brown tones, everyday tones. It's so beautiful. It's just got every color you could pretty much ever need. So I'm gonna start with this color here, Sweetheart, which is a very light champagne color, but I'm gonna dot that all over my mobile lid. And this color is just going to brighten up our eye and just make us look a little bit more awake because it's just a really light wash of something. I think stay away from the dark colors for webcam. That can ultimately look like your eye is smaller and closed just because it's such a grainy video. Everything kind of looks a little smaller already, so we want to open things up and look a little more awake and bright. This will kind of do that trick for you, or an illusion rather. I am going to define the crease a little bit like I always do with a very neutral brown, so I'm going to use this color here, Smarty Pants. It's super, hang on, this one here. It's almost the same shade as your bronzer, so you can also use that. Just so our crease has some sort of definition and is slightly grounded, and this will help kind of shape the eye over the webcam as well. I keep calling it a webcam. Is that like so 1980s? I don't know what you call it. Video chat? I don't know. I'm gonna bring that same color underneath my eye. There's a little bit of shadow A little bit of groundwork. And our eye doesn't get lost. Or a slightly more defined lash line, which is, who doesn't want that? I mean, it's so ideal for any scenario. I do this trick a lot and I've shown it a lot on my channel. I do this look a lot, but it's using shadow for eyeliner. So for that, I'm gonna use this color here called Activist. And it's just like 2 steps darker than the brown I used in my crease. Just to create the illusion of a thicker lash line. I'm not gonna do any like wing or anything, but I just want the lash line to look slightly more defined. And I'm using a pencil, an flat angled brush for eyeliner. Just along the top lash line. And this will really kind of fake thicker lashes without having to put lashes on or anything. I think your best friend when it comes to eye makeup over video chat, a nude color or white colored liner to go on your waterline. This will really open up your eye and make you feel more awake, feel brighter, and it will kind of give you the illusion that you're more awake than you probably are. I'm using, this is from LA Girl, and it is the Ultimate Eye Intense Auto Liner. I love this eyeliner and I love this color specifically. It's a very nude color, so it's not stark white, but it lasts a long time, which I really appreciate. And it'll just give the illusion that you're more awake than you actually are, and you see the difference here. I love this trick. For mascara, I'm going to use Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift. It's what I use on my channel every time I do my makeup. I promise I have new ones to show soon. I just want to use this up because they dry out quickly. And I'm going to do 2 coats on top, 1 coat on bottom. Mascara really opens your eye. Pack it on because it'll make the world of a difference. For lips, again, definition is your best friend here. Per usual, I'm going to use lip liner because I just love lip liner. It's my favorite beauty product, I think. I've got a ton of them. This is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude lip liner in the color Freestyle. It's a brown. Tons of companies make brown lip liners, but it's pretty. And then for a gloss, because I love gloss over lip liner, and I think honestly for webcam, it's going to be the most comfortable thing you can wear on your lips besides like just chapstick or Aquaphor. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the color Silk. It's a pretty close color to my natural lip color. And I'm just going to use a little bit to hydrate and make them feel softer. Just so when you're talking on there the whole time, you're not like feeling dried out and kind of cracked. These are all beautiful. They have got so many shades, so try them out. This look was so easy to create. I think it's perfect if you have a Zoom call or a web interview or anything like that. I feel bright, I feel awake, it wasn't too complicated. Just some defined features and some bright eyes, and I think that's kind of your key to this look. So I hope you guys try this. Let me know down below if you do it or what you do when you have to go on Zoom calls. And thanks so much. I'll see you next time.